Yo, what is up everyone? Jay here with another Fire Emblem Heroes video, and today we're going to take a look at the last seasonal banner of 2022 Fae, and that of course is the Christmas/Winter banner. So we saw the silhouettes, the big ass armor dude, and as expected it is the Black Knight. So Black Knight is getting his first seasonal as a winter unit, which is absolutely hilarious. I mean, I guess any kind of seasonal would be funny for Black Knight because, you know, he's kind of a meme, even though he's an iconic and cool character. You know, just seeing an intimidating dude like the Black Knight as a seasonal is really funny. So here he is, and this time he's an axe armor instead of a sword armor, which is pretty nice. Though I guess it's not nice right now in terms of the metagame because axe units aren't the best right now. Because, you know, if you're far save, you gotta deal with dual crom, and this Black Knight is far save, as you can see. You have to deal with dual crom, and I guess any kind of red mage, I guess, but mainly dual crom, because he has Deadeye and he can just kill so many armors. And if you're near save, then you have to deal with every sword infantry. You know, all the top ones like Brave Marth, Ascended Merida, Legendary Marth, you know, you have to deal with those. And not only that, but you have to deal with top tier threats like Brave Seliph and Legendary Nana. So axe armors right now aren't the best, but it's nice to see another one in the pool because there isn't too many that are like super top tier or stand out. You know, there's like Valentine's Lucina and Valentine's Gustav, but there isn't too many. So nice to see an axe armor, and he comes with Solemn Axe. This weapon is pretty stacked, so it gives him -1 CD, and also if he's alive, he grants +5 to all their stats, his stats at start of combat, and also if the unit's attack can trigger their special, the following effects will occur based on the foe's HP at the start of combat. So this is a bit lengthy, but basically if they're alive, which is greater than or equal to 20%, he reduces their damage by 40% on their first attack, and if they're greater than or equal to 40% HP, he reduces the foe's attack and speed by 25% of their attack. So basically, the more attack they have, the less attack and speed they're going to have overall, which is great against a lot of high attack threats. -8, maximum 10. So you have that first calculation, then you minus it by 8, and then if he's greater than or they're greater than or equal to 60, he has the full no follow-up. So this weapon is very good because it's going to make him have a lot more survivability compared to, you know, some of the other axe armors in the game, because he has full no follow-up, so he doesn't have to run Savvy Fighter, which is really good, and he has damage reduction on the first hit, and he also has reducing their attack and speed. So very good for him because he's going to be really fast, I'm sure. I mean, regular Black Knight can get pretty fast on his own, so this one's probably going to be really fast. He comes with Black Luna, which is a great special because Black Luna just hits incredibly hard. Obviously, you don't see it that much, but it's a great special. And with his weapon, he's going to be able to trigger it very easy. And of course, with Special Fighter 4, comes with Distant Dart to help his far save capabilities, and then he comes with Special Fighter 4. So this one is just an upgrade from the 3, obviously, in the case that you have better HP threshold, so you have to be above 40%, which I think before it was 50. And then he of course has the special charges +1, and then also the guard on the foe -1. And then the thing that makes this one better is that you have the deep wounds effect reduced by 50%. So similar to what we saw with Brave Claude's Weapon Refined. So basically if there's Fatal Smoke or any kind of deep wounds effect from like Muspel or something, he'll be able to heal up at least half of it, so that's pretty good. And then also if he deals damage to the foe using a special, and this is really good with his weapon because it's based on triggering his special, he restores HP 30% of the damage dealt. So it's very good because he's going to have, even if they do have the rare Fatal Smoke effect, he's going to be able to get some HP back, and this is going to help his longevity as a armor unit and of course as a save unit. So pretty solid overall, you know, even though he does have some things to help mitigate his green weakness. He's still going to struggle against some of the matchups, but this axe is definitely pretty solid. And, you know, even if, the thing is though, you have to watch for Black Luna, because even if, you know, he does survive, like if he does survive, you're probably going to take a Black Luna to the face and you might not live that. So we've seen the terror of Black Knight with Black Luna, you know, since the first year of the game, and here is no different. So I like I said, I like that Black Knight is an axe armor this time, Black Knight. So yeah, that is him, and you can of course run near save too for sure, but for this kit they gave him, it's definitely for far save, so that's pretty cool. And I think last year's Christmas banner also introduced DR far save on Arthur, so they're bringing it back. So there he is, just gonna take this hit from the green mage and immediately retaliate with Black Luna, and he's gone to a different dimension. So that's Black Knight. Tellius fans definitely going to enjoy that one. And now Three Houses fans are going to enjoy this because you have 2 Three Houses characters on the banner. We just had Three Houses characters last year, so kind of, I don't know, kind of tired of it a little bit, but hey, Dorothea is cool. She's getting another seasonal. This is her 3rd seasonal before her base version. So if people who wanted their base version Dorothea, I'm sorry, you have to wait longer because now you have another seasonal Dorothea, but she looks great. Definitely kind of a banner I expected her to be on for sure. And she is a red mage cavalier, and she's a singer, of course, refresher. And she comes with 7-fold gifts. This gives her speed +3, and if he uses singer dance, you grant +6 to all their stats, and also the ability to make a guaranteed follow-up attack as a status. And at the start of combat, she also grants she gets +6 to all her stats. So this weapon is basically better than Desert Azura's, Harmonic Azura and Leanne's weapon, because you have the guaranteed follow-up, which is huge for a lot of units because, you know, let's say they're really fast but they don't have any way to have no follow-up or something, or they're using some other skill, like let's say an Axe Cavalier, like my Gru Marth that I just gave Arcane Axe to, right? Let's say I don't have Flow Guard, right, to have the no follow-up. Then I can basically get the partial no follow-up or the pseudo no follow-up with this effect, because if I'm faster than the foe and they have follow-up negation, then I can just break through and double. So this ability to give them not only buffs +6 to all their stats, but also guaranteed follow-up is huge. So Desert Azura can't do that, but of course Desert Azura also has great waves, and there's also a harmonic unit. But still, Dorothea here, even though, you know, dancers and singers are pretty competitive, she still stands out with this weapon, so pretty cool. And then she comes with speed res far trace and infantry speed tactics, so she's a great support unit overall. She'll be able to canto out sometimes, so that is pretty cool. So Dorothea, definitely a really solid dancer, one of the better ones for sure, because like I said, her weapon is just better than straight up better than Desert Azura's. So yeah, that is Winter Christmas Dorothea. And the next Three Houses character is Annette. I've always liked Annette, even though I never played her routes. She's absolutely adorable, and I thought maybe the silhouette was going to be Rebecca, but it is Annette. Makes sense. And she is, this is the one from Three Hopes actually, because of her hair and her design. But yeah, she is a bow armor, so you know, I just gotta say this, Winter Marth has her refined, so there's no way she'll ever be better. Of course she's the demote, but now with Winter Marth being the best range armor, she has some competition. She comes with a Peppy Bow Plus, and this gives her effectiveness against flying foes, of course. And at the start of combat, if she's alive, she grants or inflicts attack defense -5 on the foe during combat, and they cannot make a follow-up attack. So pretty solid bow. You know, it's not bad, especially right now when we don't have Arcane Bow yet, so you can snag this if you do want it for, I don't know, your Plegian Raphael, or if you want to give it to Valentine's Faye. You can also give this to Felix, and Felix, it's funny I mentioned Felix because Felix and Annette is a popular ship, so if you want to kill Annette to Felix, you can do that. You can also give this to Ignat. So this weapon is pretty good for a lot of bow armors, and I guess, because I just say bow armors because, you know, they are bulkier than all the other class types. Like, I don't think you would want to give this to a flying unit, but flying bow unit, but mainly for axe armor, sorry. For bow armors, this is good. She comes with Moonbow, Attack Res Ideal 3, and Crafty Fighter. And seeing Crafty Fighter is nice because it means it's more readily available, because before it was only on 5-star units and only on Gatry in the Divine Code. So nice to see Crafty Fighter. Probably going to be locked at 5, but still, if you want to get Crafty Fighter easily, you just have to spend 20k. You can get that on Annette. So that is Winter Annette. Definitely adorable, like I said. Her art looks great. And, you know, she can be a pretty decent merch project because she's going to have the updated stat spread for Gen 7. And, you know, you can definitely +10 her in about 300 orbs or so, depending on your luck. And the last unit on the banner is Harmonized Cordelia and Selena. So this is a duo I definitely didn't expect right now, especially the fact that we just had Caldori on the Fates banner. So we have Cordelia here once again. I'm not complaining. I don't hate these characters at all. I do like them. But, yeah, definitely a duo I didn't expect right now. So here they are. It's another wholesome family duo, mother and daughter. And if you guys did not play Awakening or Fates, if you haven't seen by now, or you weren't able to tell by now, Selena is the same character as Severa. They're just different names. I'm not going to explain why they have different names, but they are the same person essentially. So I guess for Severa fans, this kind of sucks because it's not exactly Severa, but it still is. And also the fact that you're not the lead, you are backpacking to your mom. But hey, you know, these are two very popular characters, so either way, it's going to get some love. And they are a Lance Flyer, and they're a very strong Lance Flyer. They're incredibly strong, and we're going to get into why. But yeah, Inseverable Spear. So I saw this from a mile away. Intelligent Systems, you are not slick. As you can see, the weapon has the name Severa in it, has the word Severa. So, you know, I see what you guys are trying to do, and I respect it. So this weapon gives them -1 special cooldown at the start of turn. If they're within 2 spaces of an ally, you grant the Orders effect, or the effect that Ash gives, basically being able to teleport to any kind of ally within 2 spaces of them. So it's very strong and incredibly annoying to deal with if you're facing it. And then also grants the status dual strike. So as you can tell by the name, this allows you to be able to strike twice. So in a lot of ways, this is basically better than the triangle attack than Bridal Catria has, because you don't have to have 2 allies with the status. You can just have 1 and be adjacent to them. So it's a lot easier to set up overall, you know, because Bridal Catria obviously very strong and terrorized the game for a long time, but you can kind of get away or avoid the triangle attack sometimes if the units aren't positioned correctly. You know, if the AI moves away in certain, you know, strategies, or you kill one of them, you know, you can kind of ruin the triangle attack. But with here, you have to be more careful because it just requires 1 ally, and you just have to be adjacent to them to strike twice. So it's a bit scarier, I think. So dual strike is going to be another thing we have to look out for. I definitely did not expect this, and I definitely did not want this. I don't know why we need another triangle attack kind of effect. It's already so strong, being able to strike twice. So, you know, Harmonic Cordelia here is going to be a top tier unit just because of this. And even outside of support, just a very strong unit, granting attack speed +6 and also special charges +1 to unit during combat. So this is something that Bridal Catria did not have. So not only is she amazing offensively, but also supporting wise, she can also be very strong. So, I mean, granted, the offensive stuff she has isn't anything new, but it's going to help her so much with her Gale Force. So she'll be able to trigger Gale Force really easily, and she comes with attack speed clash 4, which is great with the teleportation because it still counts as spaces. Comes with Flow Guard, and I'm glad to see this because Flow Guard is only on Thor, and I was annoyed that it was only on Thor. So now we have another source of it, even though it's still a seasonal rare unit. At least we have another option for it. And she comes with Defense Res Hold, which may seem weird because she does not have adaptive damage, but it's to help her allies, you know, if they're a mage or something. So yeah, that is her kit. Incredibly strong weapon. Gonna have to be it's gonna be a headache dealing with this, you know, in like summer duels and Aether raids. But the thing with this is not only do you have to respect dual strike and avoid it, but also you have to kind of respect Cordelia as a weapon, as a unit, because Bridal Catria, while she can get pretty strong, she does not have as much stuff. She doesn't have the special charges. So now with Cordelia here, she can also Gale Force and just trigger her specials incredibly easy with this weapon. So yeah, that is Harmonic Cordelia. Very strong and going to be a headache for a lot of people, but you're going to see her a lot because she's a popular unit. And if you don't have Harmonic Catria, you don't have Bright Catria, this is another option basically. So yeah, the Harmonized skill grants Treachery and Resonance Blades. Treachery was also on Groom Roy, I think. So that's another unit with this, which makes sense because this is a mother-daughter duo and that one was a father-son duo. So there's the Harmonized skill, pretty strong. And yeah, overall, I think this Christmas banner is pretty nice. It has some nice art, even though I'm kind of tired of seeing Three Houses alts again. Three Hopes is kind of cool though, but yeah, Cordelia and Severa is going to be another top tier unit to deal with. There she is, just quadding this Axe Knight. Yeah, look at that. In 2 hits, she's able to trigger Gale Force and then do it again. So yeah, we haven't even gone over the TT unit, which is actually Bruno. So we are talking about Bruno, and he is here as a green mage. He's a green mage armor, I believe. So that's going to be pretty unique. There isn't too many green mage armors. There's only like, what, Halloween Henry and Valentine's Alphonse, maybe a couple others I can't think of right now. But yeah, there he is. It's good to see him because I do like Bruno. It's just a shame we may never get his regular version. So, you know, whenever he gets an alt, it's a W for Bruno fans. So his last alt was the spring one, I think, in like 3 years ago. So now he's back as a green mage. So yeah, that is him. Going to be interesting to see what kind of weapon he has. It's probably going to be the same as Annette's bow, just as a tome. And he's going to have a pretty min-max stat line as an armor probably. Maybe they'll dump all the speed, who knows. But yeah, that is the banner in Bruno. Let me know what you guys think down below. I think overall, like I said, it's pretty solid. I don't think any of the fodder is like super duper amazing. A lot of these units you might want to keep, like Black Knight is an amazing axe armor, but you can of course give Special Fighter to somebody. And it's funny because Special Fighter is pretty much a better version of Armored Wall that Fallen Edelgard has, at least for Black Knight, because Armored Wall does give you DR, but Black Knight has that damage reduction in his weapon. So he's very stacked. He's ready to go off the bat. For me though, I'm going to skip this banner. Easy skip for me, even though Special Fighter is kind of tempting. I don't really need it because I already got Winter Mars with Savvy Fighter, so I'm set. But Special Fighter definitely is a pretty cool option and definitely something you can consider. It's the first tier for armor skill, I think, so far. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Like I said, leave a like if you enjoyed listening to me ramble. As always, please stay safe out there. Merry Christmas and peace out.